Green Tree does just that. We're underway in Oshawa. Mike Luck, Adam Dunphy, Andrew Osmond, our Rogers TV crew in Durham. Green Tree gets his first touch, gets the center, ahead for Shane Wright, gets it right back from Wright. Green Tree get the first shot of the game. Save made to the left of Carter Bickle. Big Dylan Rubrick in to take it. He'll win that draw. Luca D'Amato in the corner trying to poke that ahead if Shane Wright does. And roll-offs will send this high out to center. Back deep in his own zone. Controlling it, Krista Petru with Buckley and Tyler Graham. Inserted to the lineup after injury. Here's Harrison busting in. He's got Maggio looking across for Harrison. Took it on the backhand, centered in front. And a prime
by Brett Harrison to work that puck back out in front. And well, these two seem to have some magic right now. As Harrison behind the goal line, nice backhand pass out front to Wright on the doorstep. And a good stop and cover by Carter Bickle.
Well, part of that chemistry, I think, Adam, is just two players who know exactly where to go. Nose for the net for both of them. As Holmes goes back, the Dallas draft pick ahead, that goes off of Wright. Maggio knocked down and his way in. D'Amato has some time and he'll lift it high and out across the blue line. Holmes waits for it in the neutral zone. Sent in by Holmes and D'Amato back. Generals will come out with it. Rubrick has Gagne streaking ahead. Here's Ryan Gagne dragging a fire. Puck gobbled up into the shin pads of Renwick. Seneca's got it back. He lost the handle. And now Wiley Burkett.
Team Christopoulos has 26. Maggio second in the league with 32.
Long shot, that from roll-offs. Blocked down, breakaway opportunity perhaps. Trying to chase this down is Maggio. He'll take the shot, hit the goalpost. And Danford will slide it the other way. Roll-offs a little too far for him. Trying to chase down DeAngelis, who just left it in the zone. Rubrick leaves it now for Butler, and they just crossed past. Butler couldn't take the puck. Now the other way, here's Shane Wright busting in. His shot gloved down by Bickle of Windsor, but they've killed 29 of their last 31 since the turn of the new year. Only problem is they haven't faced a lineup quite like this one. Denizio, Maggio, Christopoulos is out there along with Wright and Harrison, who's in front of the net. Here's Maggio at the point for Shane Wright. Down for Harrison. Waits, wanted to feed it back to Wright. Takes his time into the corner. Right centering pass didn't work first time. Now at the point, Denizio trying to settle this puck down. Gives it to Shane Wright. Wrist shot. That went off a leg of Parfeniuk. Harrison couldn't tuck it in on the short side. Stewart will come up with it, and he'll get a break as it goes off a stick and out to center. Generals will change up their penalty killers. Rodwin Denizio. Played it back. Matt Maggio now gets it across the line. Christopoulos trying to chase this down. Generals will come up with it. Morelli has it back on his stick again. He'll find a lane, get it all the way down the ice. First minute gone by. Ritchie, key face-off against Harrison, who wins the draw. Holmes at the point, walks to the middle, finds Maggio. Trying to stay away from Parfeniuk, played it back. Holmes was in the middle of the ice still, though, and that means the Generals will kill off Windsor's first power play. Holmes for DeAngelis. He'll get to center, dumps it softly in, and Ritchie's got it deep in his own zone. Bedkowski up the boards, finds Gagne, stripped to the puck by Shane Wright, fell and got right back up. He'll dump it in, chase after it. Bedkowski takes a look over his shoulder. Nice pass to Seneca. The Generals are out of the zone. Seneca now trying to stick handle around Holmes. Falling in the corner, Renwick. Here's Ritchie looking for help. Ertl was coming down the slot, couldn't find him. Now Seneca, he couldn't get it to Ertl. Wright will come up with it ahead for Maggio. He gave it away. It said it was a trip. But it took an extra second for the whistle to go, and now Windsor's got it under control. Shane Wright will be on this side now. Save made by Bickle. Rebound came out. Christopoulos on it. Wright gets knocked down by Parfeniuk. No call. We'll get right back up. And the Generals get a chance to clear this puck out to center. They do. Denizio gives to Maggio. Parfeniuk got his stick in the way of Matthew Maggio, and the Generals will change up their penalty killer. Maggio again. Weaving through center, drops it back for Shane Wright. And Wright stick handles to give to Christopoulos. Back to Wright, looking for Christopoulos. He lost the handle. Now a chance shorthanded perhaps for Butler, trying to get around. Denizio got a shot away. Good job by getting the puck into an area where he could shoot for Butler. And now Butler racing towards this puck. Rubrick will get to it first. The Generals will keep it 200 feet from their net. Well, a minute gone by and the Spitfires' second man advantage. Here's Shane Wright. Drops it for Maggio. Steps into it with speed. Stick handles across the line. Ritchie got knocked down. Generals wanted an interference call. Not going to get it. Perhaps a 2-on-1 back the other way. And there is a penalty. And Oshawa capitalizing on their opportunity will not go as a power play goal as it just expired. As McIntyre pokes this ahead. Trying to chase down DeAngelis in the corner. Generals' forecheck has been very good in this game. It coughed up the puck a couple of times. Lead pass now for Maggio, trying to get around Parfeniuk. Maggio falls. Referee's arms stay down. Here's Serpa. Slides it ahead. McIntyre, he's got Ertl going to the net. McIntyre scores! For it is Renwick. Weaves away from Gagne, got it up to center. Parfeniuk stopped it there. Seneca came up with it, backhanded it into space. Holmes will get that puck dumped in right after it. Battling against Danford. Ritchie gets it ahead. Seneca trying to get it the rest of the way. Spins, didn't get the puck out initially, and now Ritchie will find Seneca in stride. DeAngelis back. Seneca drags around DeAngelis, but couldn't take the puck to the net. Back the other way, Maggio has Colton Smith going with him. Shot stopped by Bickle. Seneca turns with it. He's got Ritchie with him. Beckett Seneca gains the line. Ritchie, though. And Maggio's got it back the other way into the Oshawa zone. Knocking down Stewart. Seneca gave the puck away. Stewart will feed it up the boards again. Wright, bodied by Seneca. Wright came up with it. In front, Colton Smith banging away. Loose puck side of the goal. Ends up in behind the net. Bickle's lost his stick. Renwick a shot. Bickle got enough of that. Another shot. That one goes right through the slot. Renwick comes up with it across DiMaggio. Long shot with Smith on the doorstep. And able to make the save. And finally get a stick back is Bickle. And Seneca's got it back the other way. Seneca trying to drag and fire. Lost the puck. And Maggio right back the other direction. Matthew Maggio gives to Shane Wright. Back to Maggio. To Wright. Across the crease. What a save by Bickle!
Makes some fantastic saves with the Spitfires. That last one, the best of the bunch, as he gets across, stretches out with that right pad and makes an absolutely fantastic save on Colton Smith.
5 picks it took to get him 2 seconds, a third, a fourth, and a 6th as well from the Sioux. Here's Renwick at the point. His chance to walk in and whistled that one just wide. Right on it. Generals can't get it out. Aiden Castle still waiting for his first point as a Windsor Spitfire, but Butler will come up with this and skated ahead himself. Slashed off his stick. Bedkowski across from Morelli. And in this one off of roll-offs. Denizio's got to control though. Laid it across his own zone to Renwick. He goes rink wide off of Shane Wright. Bedkowski tries the far side. Butler on that. He wants to dump it in and change. Does just that. And he's got a word for the rookie Wiley Burkett. Or sorry, up their power play, which wasn't getting much done early. As Ritchie steps onto the ice. And he'll take the puck and allow Serpa and Morelli to change. Ritchie will carry this ahead. Callum Ritchie through center. Gives it off to Rubrick. He stops across the blue line. D'Amato waits. Walks. Luca D'Amato. Roll-offs. D'Amato. Near side is Ritchie. Gives him the puck. Switches with D'Amato. Across. One-timer roll-offs. Getting across Micheloni. And Windsor will send it down the ice. 40 seconds to work to the man advantage. Defenseman left on their roster in Nikita Parfeniuk. And D'Amato coming in right hand on that left side. Found the room. Here's a chance for Maggio turning around Parfeniuk. Maggio protecting the puck. Oh, it's
Cal Ritchie is 17th, and now Roloff's his 17th.
shot just wide of the goal by Gagne. Quickly, Ritchie on the rebound, tried to lift that over top of the net back into the slot. It comes back out to center. Colton Smith. Shane Wright is Windsor's put their lines into a bit of a blender here, mixing things up on that top line. Smith out there with Maggio and Wright. Taking Brett Harrison's spot. Possible break here. Maggio up ahead. Maggio waits, fires, scores! Second of the game for Matthew Maggio. He sits pass for Butler, too hot to handle. Windsor will get it back out at center. Here's Shane Wright, drops for Maggio. Maggio fires, just missed the short side wraparound try, and Bickle's got the
Oshawa Generals, because they just keep cycling and they just keep coming.
Well, Windsor has certainly had the response. They put 3 behind Carter Bickle in this second period. Problem is the Generals have added a pair themselves. But Windsor is not done yet. They look for more. Bottle up between the Generals, and here's a chance in front. Maggio trying to slide it. Rebound came out. Colton Smith had the opportunity as the pass for Shane Wright was initially deflected. Here's Holmes. Up the near side for Maggio. Leaves for Cristoforo, who carry it ahead. Across for Shane Wright. Wright finds Colton Smith. Went off of his stick. Morelli got a stick on it. Gagne couldn't get it out. Morelli goes back in the corner and will send it around the far boards. Petru got a stick on it just to get it to center. Denizio goes near side for Cristoforo. Morelli onto it. Green Tree onto the ice. And let the shot go. And Windsor having a tough time with the defensive zone coverage in this one.
It's either a rubric 7 of the season or roll-off 18.
Here's a penalty coming as Seneca got the hook. Out, and so Renwick will back up. Nicoloni gets to the bench. Generals will glove this down, and now under control too.
And it was Rubric given credit for the Generals' 6th goal, so that's the 7th of the season for Rubric.
Face-off win by Gagne. Stewart was buried in the corner by Christopoulos. And Windsor keeps his puck in. Here's Shane Wright, a shot. Bickle the save. Out there with Maggio and Denizio. Stewart trying to fight this puck out. Can't. Denizio will keep it in the zone. Across Maggio, his shot off the glass. Wright will stop it. Shane Wright. Denizio. He'll fire it. That one hit the bodies in front, blocked by Stewart. And the Generals, Gagne, will come up with it and get it out. And now he'll go ahead with it. And he's got a man with him in Buckley. But caught from behind, defensive play by Shane Wright. Buckley, though, will dump it deep. Gagne will be the first one on it. And he'll smartly just take up some time in the corner. He'll try to rag the puck as long as he can. Now he'll head off. As Denizio brings this forward. Christopoulos back for Denizio. Rolled off the end of his stick. He centered it. General's first one on it. Golfed down the ice by Morelli. Minute Windsor at even strength. They've got 18-14 to try and score 4. They scored 8 last night in an 8-7 win. If they did it again, it would be a wild one for sure. Danford for Ritchie. His pass too far for Buckley. Across the line, Maggio lost the handle. Puck comes to the lines, kept in. Maggio for Smith, stick lifted, and Ritchie sends that down the ice and on the fresh ice. And D'Amato gloves it down there and will start right back in. His mates are changing, so Luca D'Amato takes it down into the corner, waits for help, plays it for Seneca, and Wright will come up with it and get it ahead. Here's Maggio, has Wright going to the net. Maggio shot, rebound, came out, kicked out by Bickle. Butler back the other way, 3-on-2. Butler to Seneca. Morelli was joining. Seneca will just play it deep. Here's Morelli. Saucers to Seneca. Seneca wanted to pass that off. He had a chance to fire it. Penalty over. And Greentree's back on, chasing down Morelli. Danford. Cut off at center ice by Christopoulos. He gets around one, has Wright in the slot. That goes off a leg, into the slot. What a save! Bickle again! Full strip. You go back to some of the saves that have been made by Costanzo and the Generals' power play. Robbing Gagne in the side of the goal, and Bickle having a great opportunity. Or a big save, a couple of big split saves. There's a chance in front for Maggio. He tips it out. Harrison just had his stick lifted by Butler. Jacob Holmes walks in. He takes a shot. That goes off a leg and wide. And Roloffs will go high with it out to center. And so Windsor is pressing. They've got the momentum here in the third. Caught the Generals perhaps backing off a little bit with a 4-goal lead. Shane Wright stood up by Stewart as he crossed the line. Maggio's puck tipped off. Shane Wright wins the draw. Harrison back to the point. Denizio. Maggio down to Harrison. Slid it across the crease, and Christopoulos couldn't find it on the near side. Denizio down for Shane Wright now. Across the ice, Maggio. Had to take it off his skate. Protects. Maggio, right, cross, shot, rebound, came out. Maggio gave this puck away. Buckley will send it all the way down the ice. Denizio had that one-timer opportunity. Stopped by Buckley. Stopped by Bickle, and the big rebound. Couldn't find a Windsor stick. Now Denizio had a stick lifted by Butler. Back the other way, but stripped of the puck by Maggio and a quick stick. Denizio will go ahead with it. Christopoulos, this one broken up. Sent back out to center, right, all alone. Butler keeping an eye on him. Now Danford will step up and send this puck down the ice. 55 seconds gone by in the man advantage. Huge kill now for the Oshawa Generals. Their penalty kill operating at over 90% in the new year. But tested now. Here's Serpa. Off the glass, out, and lands on Ertl. Jordan Ertl caught from behind, but he just wants to waste as much time as possible, and he will. Send it back. Smart, Wilson, Tony Tenney, Mark Savard, Eric Lindros, and John Tavares. And Savard on the bench here in Windsor. The scoring champion 2 times in the OHL would like to see his team score 3 more to get the point, at least in this one. 4 ideally, but this, a barn burner. They scored 8 last night in Barrie. They do it again to tie now. Wright feeds it off, turning with it. Denizio. His pass back, though, eluded everybody. Will go all the way back down into the Windsor zone. Costanzo out to plant. Quick up to Greentree. Greentree stops, slides it for Wright. Knocked off his stick. Ritchie gets it out to center. Denizio bats it back. Played ahead by Gagne. Denizio, look out. Stick lifted. Callum Ritchie. He finds Buckley. Ritchie! That one blocked and it fell. Cristoforo, who went down in a heap, will get short of center, but send it in on Cristoforo, who looked out. Serpa was quickly on him. Cristoforo skates away from him. Turn right back the other way. Serpa slides it for Ertl. Onside. Jordan Ertl bottled up, get the puck back. Here's Serpa, has a man in front. McIntyre across for Ertl. Puck was on the wrong side. And Ertl will smartly play it deep. Gets it right back in the slot. A shot, and he ripped it wide. Morelli will keep it in. Generals will want to just keep the puck down here. Less than 5 minutes to go in the third period. As Colton Smith brings us ahead, lifts it high into the Oshawa zone. Parfeniuk ahead for Serpa. He's lost his stick. Able to kick that ahead to center. Now he changes. Back the other way, Greentree. Drops. Turning with it, Maggio. That one into the skates of McIntyre. And Ryder McIntyre will play that ahead. Tipped off of Roloffs. Costanza.
Harrison and Shane Wright. Only 1 assist. That belongs to Shane Wright.
Harrison, though, will keep this in at the point. Maggio. And Harrison battles with Rubrick. Keeps it alive. Rubrick pins him to the boards. Parfeniuk just wants to pin that to the boards. Maggio keeps it in momentarily only, though. Now he's trying to tie things up. Gagne gives to Butler, and Butler will score it into